welcome back everyone to Rayman Forever, our Rayman 2 Game Boy Color. Today's runner for this game will be Tagger, so yeah, say hi.
Hi everyone!
Right. So yeah, I think just let's get it started. And well, I'm gonna do a countdown and then let's go, okay?
Yes?
So, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and go!
Hello everyone! My name is Tagger and this is Rayman Forever on the Game Boy Color, which is in-game called just Rayman 2 The Great Escape. I'm not sure why they decided to stick with the Rayman Forever name on the cartridge, but it just seems to be that way. This game is relatively unknown in the speedrunning community for Rayman. It's also really not a lot of speedruns for it. There's only a speedrun of my own and one speedrun of Socrates. And there's also a casual playthrough submitted as well on the leaderboards. So it's a really unoptimized and unexplored Rayman game, all things considered. It's probably one of the games you weren't expecting to see in this marathon, along with probably a few other games further down the line. But yeah, mostly the tricks we're gonna see in this speedrun is gonna be damage boosts, a few clips here and there, and a few shortcuts. There's not any speed storage and such things in this run. There's just straight, mostly damage boosts. And otherwise it's just gonna be straight platforming. This game is, of course, based off Rayman 2 The Great Escape on the 3D titles. And I'm pretty sure this game was made afterwards. Gonna get to one of the first little shortcuts. One thing we have to keep in mind during the run is a lot of how much health we have, because the health always carries over to the next stage, and we need a certain amount of health to do all the damage boosts on some of the stages. Otherwise, there's not that many real things to know about this game. There's a few variation of stages further down the line, which I'm gonna get to when we get there. These are actually spike platforms, but apparently we can hang on them for some reason. I'm not really sure why. There's gonna be a few similar reminiscent stages further down the line, like the heli stages. In general, what you want to keep track of is always the health and always the death pits, which there are a lot of in this game. There's gonna be a lot of this kind of jumping, where you smash up. I'm currently trying to explore a thingy I experienced during practice runs of this, was that you can, at some intervals, if you get hit, you can actually jump over out of the hurt animation, or rather the damage animation, which means that you could make over some areas where you previously couldn't jump towards. But yeah, currently the world record is around 32 minutes, which is held by Socrates. I'm currently working my way there. I'm not run this game as much as I would like to, but I'm gonna get more going on it eventually. Also, this is the only area in the game right now where we will meet that little purple dude. I don't remember what his name is, but I'm pretty sure it's in the normal Rayman 2. I will call him Nessie, because I think he's pretty adorable. And that's the only area we will see him. We will see similar items later on. This is one of the first stages where we're really gonna see the damage boosters come in. We're gonna try to be careful and not run out of too much health too fast, because that will be a catastrophe if that happens. All the white orbs are checkpoints, all the big red orbs are extra lives, all the small red ones are full health, and the small yellow ones are just score as far as I know. Which is one of the things also in this game. There's also cages, but unlike other Rayman titles, this game, unlike a lot of Rayman titles at least, as far as I remember, there are no requirements for to progress in the game. You don't have to collect a certain amount of anything, really. You just need to clear the stages. Now we're gonna do a bit of scary part here. This insta-death spikes here. There we go. Those spikes are insta-death. If you touch them, it's just game over there. Well, it's not game over, but you lose a life, and that's gonna be a terrible time loss. I'm gonna kill this dude because I don't like him. I never feel safe walking with him when I'm at 1 hit left. Now it's just down here doing a damage boost. Because if you didn't do the damage boost through those gates, it would take a really long time to comparatively to finish this. Our goal in the game is to get all the 4 masks and defeat, I think his name is Razorbeard. I never actually read the names in the game, but I think it's Razorbeard. And we apparently need the masks to do that, I think. I'm not sure why we need them, but... well, we need to gather them anyhow. You don't want to get stuck in the middle one there, because that's a death hole and you're gonna be stuck there if you fall in there. You can't jump out, which is really annoying because I have fell down there a few times and tried to jump out, but you just can't. That's probably gonna be damaged, yes. Also, this stage is one of the first times we really get to use these springboards, which is a bit iffy timing on. You need to jump on them when they're at the lowest, which just never felt right with me. You don't jump when it goes up, it's more right when it's at the lowest. But yeah, get used to it eventually, if you decide to play this game. Also, I'm gonna make excuses to everyone that say my apologies to everyone watching this right now. I know the music isn't really that pleasant to listen to. I prefer to not play this game without... I prefer to play this game without music, because I think the music is just kind of ear-wrenching, if I'm gonna be totally honest. That little trick saves a second or so. We're gonna have to take it safe on one of the jumps eventually, because I don't have enough health to damage boost through all the gates here. Gonna jump up here. Made it through that one. We're not gonna damage boost through this one because I don't have the health for it now. But it's cool, we got it. Now it's safe travels until the end of the stage. So long I don't fall off or anything, but that won't happen. This stage is a bit annoying because there's a lot of insta-death spikes everywhere. Not only in holes, but around the general stage as well. You want to be careful on it. Basically just that. It's also one of the stages where we are gonna just skip a ton of the actual movement we have to do. Because they designed these stages kind of like with a bunch of floors, but there's a lot of holes that just goes down faster than going the what looks like to be the intended path. Because intended paths are for losers, I guess. Like here, we could walk around, but we could just fall down here. It's generally just those kind of shortcuts on a lot of stages. I'm not sure what the design choice was for that, but it just is that. We're just gonna have to deal with it. And this next part is a little iffy, because if we fall down there, that's an instant death. But we can keep pushing here, and we'll go through. Usually it doesn't go that smoothly. That went better than expected, actually. It usually doesn't go wrong, it just takes a bit longer. We are soon at our first mask after run. We are gonna collect 4 masks. And the first one is pretty at the end of this stage. They're not protected by bosses. There are only 2 bosses in this game. That's not good. I hit the ceiling there accidentally. But it's not major time loss. We picked our checkpoints right there. Take care of that enemy. Can we get this dude? Yes, we got him. We're almost at the first mask after 2 more jumps. There it is. Actually, you can press that. Now we're at the first spoopy level of the run. I believe this is the Cave of Bad Dreams. It's supposed to be. And all those spikes are, as again, insta-death spikes. But here's another level you can just kind of skip through a lot of stage. That's bad. That's really bad. Sorry. That was an execution part on my end. We will get back there soon. Can take it slowly here, take it safe, wait for this one, because otherwise you're gonna get hit by it. You're gonna have to wait for this one to fall down, because otherwise you're gonna get hit by it, and you don't wanna... that's one problem in a lot of stages, is that the death pits are not generally... The death pits are generally not... it's not a hole that you fall into, it's just an area where if you fall down there, you just straight out die. And if you can't grab onto ledges if you fall down below the screen. Which is a bit annoying in some stages, because you think you should be able to grab the ledge, but if you touch that area, you just die instantly. This is the first of 3 stages with the Rayman Heli stages. I generally like to die early on this one, because it gives a lot of health, because I usually enter this stage with a low amount of health, but now it is a lot, so you should be able to do this one. Also guys, don't get spooked, there's a lot of skeletons and a bunch of floating eyeballs and stuff here, which kind of spooks me out, TBH. It's also a very straightforward stage, you can't really do anything to go fast on it. There's a damage boost at the end of it. But we're gonna get there eventually. We're taking that, some health. So we can also save it later for damage boosters, in case we need it. That's a checkpoint. Can we get up there? That's good. I usually don't get it that path that fast, but it went well this time. We're just gonna fall straight down here. And crawl under. Wanna save as much health on this stage as we don't damage boost. Okay, that's a mess up. I don't like this dude because he's usually in the way, so I'm just killing him. You can actually do him without, you can damage boost for him or whatever. I just feel it's nicer to kill him because he's always in the way. He's always where you don't want him to be. Right down here, we're gonna take a hit here. Walk through him, and there's the end of stage. That's the first flying stage. We're gonna wait for this one to fall down. This is a slidey level, I'm not sure what else to call it really. Okay, that's good. Gonna take the health here. Really, there's not that many cool tricks during the run. It's mostly just platforming. There's like damage boosts. No, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Yeah, all the spikes here on those parts are insta-death as well, so they are really the bane of my existence. There are also sometimes I take deaths by intent, because it's just it saves a lot of time having health to do damage boosts with. There we go. And now we're gonna enter the new area, the canopy, or as I like to call it, the stage of stupid spiders. Because these spiders, they love to be right in your intended pathway. We're gonna... These spider webs, you're gonna have to jump a lot off. We're gonna do a damage boost through this gate. That one will. We're gonna fall straight down here. There's a lot of spikes, but most of them aren't insta-death. We want to wait a bit for that spider, because he tends to knock you off to the death pit if you jump right for it. You can kill him actually and time it really precisely, but it's not safe to do that. Let's see, we're supposed to go here now. Gonna be a lot of damage boost through gate soon. Gonna go here, fall down here, go down here, and that's the end of the first stage. At the end of the third canopy stage is the second mask. This stage, there's a lot of health on, thankfully, so you can sort of safely get down. You need just to be sure that you don't run out of health. That it tends to happen sometimes that you run out of health, and that's just really bad. We're knocking away that gate. Let's see here. Do we want to jump down there? There we go. There's our health, so we don't have to panic anymore. Go down here. Go right down. Gonna go here. There's immediately another health. It's really convenient, because you can just damage boost through all that and just be full health. Here's another one of these iffy parts, where you can't grab the ledge there. If you try to grab the ledge, you die. Okay, that's the second canopy stage down. This is the third one, and it's really the same thing mostly. Can I get up there? There we go. Oof, almost. Was worth a try. Though you want to be a bit careful on this stage, because there are a few of these web segments where it's just straight down into a hole if you go below it. It's not complete like it's on the other stages, which is like a full circle. I think this one, for example, if you go down right now, you're gonna die. There's no web to grab down under it. Now we're gonna get around here, and that's gonna be the second mask done. Right down here. Second mask done. Now it's time for lava level, which I can't remember what it's called. It's a bunch of fire there. We want to be careful there. That part is a bit trolly, because it's like leads right down into a wall, and if you get hit the wall there, you're dead basically.
Okay guys, so everyone, just a quick reminder. This marathon stream is for a really good cause, so every cent donated here will be donated directly to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. So keep on donating if you want to help out, and enjoy the rest of the stream, guys.
You guys heard him. This is gonna be then the first level here, and there's also gonna be a specific stage which is only in this world, an auto-scroller at the end of it. Which is basically gonna always, unless you manage to die or something, it's always gonna be the same time you get on it. There's not really any time to save on the auto-scrollers. There we want to get up there, and then we want to fall down, which is why we're not going too fast here. We want to get hit backwards there, because it saves a bit time, because you fall backwards then. Jump up here, and now we're gonna do a bit of lava floating, which is kind of scary. TBH, I wouldn't want to float over lava. There we go. Want to turn it the correct way as well. There's not really anything to avoid here other than these spike balls here, which is not any difficult. The problem with this stage is usually that it's really tight jumps. There are not many platforms to really stand on. So you want to be sure that if you jump, you're gonna make your jump. Also, for some reason here, you can jump through that. I'm not sure why. That's a bit slow. It's cool. We still got it. And that's the end of the second lava stage. I believe one of the stages is the Sanctuary Fire Lava, which is a later one. And this is the auto-scroll level. Don't panic, guys, this is gonna go fantastic, hopefully. You just gotta be careful here. Because when you're on these platforms, they're kinda slippery. So you don't wanna go too fast, because then you might just slip off. Also, you don't. Also, there's also a problem where if you go too fast, you can get ahead of the platforms too much, and if you do that, they might not count as being there, so you just fall right through. So even though you know there's a platform there, the game won't consider it being there, and that's kind of awful if you get that close to the end. Right now it's only up, and then there's a little slide, and that's the end of the level. There we go. At first time I played this game, I didn't know you could just jump through the tree there. This stage is kinda scary, because you're gonna jump above death waters. Which is just death pits, basically. And yeah, it's kinda scary, but we're gonna play it a bit safer and wait for the platform to arrive here. Because you could jump up all the way up there, but it's gonna be really scary when you fall down, because you're not really sure where you're often gonna be. I at least have really bad sense of where I am when I'm above. Also, I just want to give a shout out to this game's terrific slowdowns. It just happens all the time for no reason, really. There we go. The game tends to have a lot of slowdown, and it's really consistent which areas there are. It just doesn't seem to be able to handle too much on the screen, which it's not much at all, TBH. We can't really do anything here other than wait until it goes around, because we can't get under there, and that's death below us. Don't look down, guys. Otherwise, this stage is really straightforward. It's just going forward. Can I get up there? There we go. Sorry guys, I got the jump the first time, but I wasn't trusting it. So I kinda backed off. It happens. There's the end of the stage, at least. Can I just jump up here? And that's the end of the stage. I warn you guys, this level is a bit spoopy. There's a bunch of dudes who's gonna hide behind the spikes here. And those dudes are mean. They're gonna try to hit you from behind the spikes. They're gonna hide it, like that. But it's cool, I know where all of them are, so don't you guys panic yet. I know where most of them are from memory, at least. Sometimes I mix up some of them, or just get hit by them anyhow. There's another one. You can sort of see them, but it's really tight window to see them. Also, at the end of this stage, we're gonna do a lot of damage boosting, which is gonna be fun, I guess. We didn't get hit by that. Okay, there we got. It kind of felt like we were gonna get hit the first time. And there's gonna be a hellfire, so you guys don't have to worry. It's not too much, really, to see on this stage. It's just straightforward walking through the stage. We can do a lot of damage boosting here. Just gonna go through here, because I'm tired of climbing. Which I'm gonna do eventually anyhow, but I'm saving a bit of a small amount of time by just walking through here. It's cool because we got health here. For some reason they appear as an arrow here. I'm not sure why this area specifically, but it just kind of happens. And soon we're gonna be at the third mask, this is. We are gonna go towards the fourth mask, but first we're gonna have a bit of a conflict with the pirates. But it's cool. It's cool. We're gonna destroy them. There's not really any pirate enemies other than the boss fights. So there's not really that big a conflict. I think this is supposed to be the ship we're on. I'm not really exactly sure. I mean, I'm gonna assume this is the ship, or at least an area where we're supposed to get chased by the ship or something, which we're in the normal Rayman 2, as I recall. This stage is just kind of trying to get through it. There's not too much on this stage. You can do a few clips on it, but as far as I found it, it's a bit unreliable. Not marathon safe, I guess you could say. Gonna do here. Gonna go down here, drop down. Then it's just a few pathways. I'm not sure what these purple enemies are supposed to be. I think they're supposed to be some fly or something. I don't know. They're so small, I can't tell. This is a tower segment, basically. Another one of these stages where you're just gonna climb upwards, and if you fall, it's a terrible, awful fall down. But hopefully it's all will be okay. Gonna take care of this dude. You can damage boost for him, but it's... well... it's a bit unreliable, because you're often just gonna get hit, and if you get hit, you might just fall down a lot. Get here, platform. Thank you. This dude is always annoying. There we go. That dude tends always to be right out of your reach when you get there, and always within your area where you could get hurt when you don't want it to. We're gonna go here. For some reason, the barrels, when you hit them, they don't have a certain destruction animation. They just disappear and pop out again. For some reason. Gonna try to get this dude. No, we're not gonna get him today. Well, we can get up there. I tend to try to hit him, but if I can get a moment to get through him, I'm just gonna take that. He's a bit unreliable. He's really jumping around. I want to jump up there, and then I'm gonna jump up there. We're soon gonna reach my least level of the game, followed by the first boss battle. Of the only 2 boss battles in this game, actually. This stage I really don't like, because it's really finicky sometimes how he grabs onto these ropes. It sometimes doesn't feel like he grabs as good as you want him to. Hopefully it will all go well now. Because I had moments where he grabs onto, like he doesn't grab onto them. And that's just really, really annoying when it happens. After that it's just straight, of course, for the end of stage. Just gonna jump up here. And we're supposed to go around and turn on 2 switches, but I feel that's a bad way to do it. I feel like going through walls is better. Or gates. This is the first boss battle of the game, which I'm gonna assume is the same as the last boss, which is Razorbeard. You can just hang here and hit him. There's nothing more advanced to that. He jumps up at random intervals, shoots if you do nothing. He's just gonna take a bunch of hits and then you're gonna die, so... I'm gonna take this moment and wish all the runners in the rest of the marathon a ton of luck on their runs. Runners, rather. Wish them all a ton of luck on their runs, which I believe the next one is Rayman, which is gonna be really interesting to watch, actually. I also want to thank all of you lovely chatrinos here today, watching this and donating. We all love all of ya. I kinda jump a bit early there. He's gonna be dead right around now. There you go. Gonna take the health. And that's the first boss battle down. This is the... I believe this is supposed to be the Sanctuary of Fire and Lava. Or Fire and Ice, or whatever it's called. I think that's the name of the level. This stage is a bit annoying in some parts, like these parts, because you can't really jump as easily through these spikes as you wish you could. If you go too far, you're gonna get hit on the end of the spikes. You gotta take a bit slow jumping over them, because that's gonna go fast eventually. And there's also a lot of these tight platforms. And I'm glad I made that one. Because if you fall down and miss one of these purple pads, it's gonna be a big time loss. It's gonna be a terrible time loss. And there's also a really, really annoying obstacle, which is not supposed to be an obstacle, but just a really annoying thing at the end of this stage, which I'm gonna get to eventually. Gonna take it safe down here. There we go. The other one doesn't go where you want to, so don't jump on that. That's gonna go down and you want to be up. It's kind of a bad troll in that kind of respect. Yeah, exactly. You're never gonna get this if you go fast. That one I just have a bad time with. Okay, let's see if I can do this one. That's a bonus stage portal, and if you touch it, you're gonna lose 1.5 minutes, probably. You can't exit a bonus stage unless you die, and that's placed right in a way where you need to go to actually, you know, finish the stage. I have hit that during a few runs, and it's just an awful time when it happens. There we go. The next stage is gonna be another one of the Rayman heli stages, the flying stages, basically. I think it's just easier calling them that. Gonna wait for that one. Here's a bunch of health to replenish. Oh, got double hit on them, that's nice. It happens sometimes that you get double hit on them and then they die faster. You can't actually jump above them or damage boost through them, but it's really unsafe unless you really need to get that PB or something. And that's the only way to do it. I would never do it for the most part, unless it's like a task or something. Because those jumps are just awful. Gonna wait for this one to come back. There we go. There we go. I got hit there. That's not... It's not a big thing. I just don't like getting hit there. Gonna be careful here. There we go. Since, yes, it's the insta-death right below us, we don't want to get hit there. It's a bit scary, really. Can we get there? Yes, we can. This one is just gonna go down into lava, so you don't stay on it. You just jump up here. And this is the end of the stage. Now it's the super heli stages. Rayman heli, whatever you want to call them. I think this first one, I think, is harder. This stage, this one has more enemies and more shit, more stuff flying around. It's just that you have more area to maneuver. So I just feel it's a safer stage all around. I tend to take this checkpoint though, since it's right in, like, the path. Like, why not, guys? I picked that checkpoint for you Chatrinos here. You lovely Chatrinos. There we go. We're gonna go over here. There's also gonna be lava at the end here, which you can't fall into, but I never had that happen before. You have a lot of area to maneuver, so it's not too big a deal. Most of these obstacles. Gonna pick the health there, so I have it for later. And that's we're almost at the 4th mask, guys. Now we're gonna go after Razorbeard, which is, these are the final area of the game. It's gonna be 2 stages like this and 1 super heli stage. Gonna take care of this dude, because he usually likes to run in your way. I'm also saying sorry again, because the music is not amazing. Gonna go here. You don't want to stay on that, because it just leads back to a secret area. I think there's a bunch of score and an extra life or something there. You want to take this path. There's not too many things here. There's not too many damage boosts, except only on the last stage. On the super heli stage, but there is one clip in the next stage, which is gonna happen now, and there is a little cool trick you can do at the end of it, which skips a decent amount of area. Can try to see if I can fall down here smoothly. Yeah, that feels good. That was a good jump. I shouldn't really take the ring there. It loses a bit of time, but I just feel a bit safer on that side. Gonna jump up here. Let's hope I can get up there. Let's hope I can get this little trick first try. And no, we didn't get it first time, but it's cool. There we go. And there we go. Skips a decent amount of area. Now it's just a little path until the end of the stage. Nothing major. Just a bit of platforms and a few rings. There we go. Time for this last super hilly stage. After this, it's gonna be the final boss battle. And soon, when we get to last boss battle, you guys are gonna have to get ready on time. Gonna pick the checkpoint here, just because it's right in our path anyhow. In these hallways, there's always gonna be a few enemies flying after you, like here. They are faster than you, so you want to be safe that they don't hit you. You can avoid them or just go straight. Let's see, I'm gonna go left right here. I'm gonna take the life. Yeah, this is gonna be one of the second hallway, and there's gonna be those flying after you. You're gonna have to hide on the left unless you're gonna get hit by the first dude. There's also gonna come a second dude, and he's usually a bit tight. You want to avoid him. Okay, that's good. And now we have major slowdown.
Okay, so it seems that you're almost done with the game, so just
Yes,
get
it's...
ready for time.
Yes, not yet. It's gonna be a final boss battle, but it doesn't take that long, so...
Sure. Just tell me when to press it.
Yes. This is the final boss, which is the same as last boss, except we don't have ledges anymore. Real catastrophe. I'm gonna take a bit silent time here to count in my head for him to appear. Okay, guys? And then I will say time when he's dead. Time!
Yeah, that's 37 and 10 seconds. Let's add 5 seconds to it because I started the timer a bit late, so yeah.
Alright. It's
37 and 15 seconds.
It sounds like an alright run. My PB is around the low 36, but that death on Decay of Bad Dreams just kind of screwed the time up a bit, but it went alright. But yeah,
It was an awesome run. It was an awesome run. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much. I just want to wish luck to the next runners, and I want to thank all the chatriners for being here today. I hope to see you guys around. Now I'm gonna switch over to Fexterra, who's gonna do Rayman Carter's sit.
Yeah, sure. But first, before you leave, do you
Yes.
want to tell everybody what your Twitch channel is?
Yes, my Twitch handle is Thatonenewtagerplayer. Yes, I know it's a bit difficult to remember, but that's my username. If you guys want to come by and see a bit more Rayman or other games, yes, swing by whenever. But yeah, I'm leaving now, guys. Bye.
Bye, see ya.